EA Sports is proud to present today's PGA Tour coverage. Frank, one of the things we love about golf, it's an outdoor game, and we share these spectacular views with our friends from Mother Nature.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous out here. Years ago, I played an exhibition match in Calgary with Hale Irwin, which isn't that far away from where we are today. And just the vistas, the magnificent pines, the Douglas firs, the white spruce, the aspens, it's just all there in front of you. This is an idyllic day, too, to play golf.
Banff Springs making a strong first impression with a par 4, generous fairway, and beautiful mountain landscape in the background, Frank.
Yeah, not overly long, a little dogleg to the left. That bunker down the left, you have to hit an absolutely mammoth tee shot to reach that. Good drive's going to set up just a short iron here.
Frank, that golf ball sitting up like a red velvet cake in a bake. It looks good, doesn't it?
Time to take a bite of it. Savor it. Hit the next one close.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
Incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Almost one. And really going. So, Frank, a par 4 to open, and we back it up with a relatively short par 3.
This green's surrounded by 6 bunkers. The green also shapes slightly towards the player's left, so just keep your eye on that, depending on where the flag is.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Could use this. Putt for par. Nice par to remain 1 under. So par 4 to open, then a par 3, and now Frank here at the third, a par 5 at 528 yards.
And you get to see everything very early on in the round. Dogleg left first hole, par 3 second, and now a long dogleg right, par 5. With a good tee shot, though, you can definitely reach this hole in 2.
Oh, good straight shot right in the fairway here at the third.
Second shot.
Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that.
This is going long.
Wow, lucky.
Eagle.
That's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Getting set now over the putt. Frank, this is the kind of stuff every player wants.
Swinging it well. Really well crossed there, and good thing too. It's actually coming.
Frank, when you play that, you can get some of these wow moments where you stand on the tee and you say, "Ooh, look at."
This is one. Yeah, this is one of them where it's the elevation change from tee to green is quite dramatic. Golf's going to have to club down at least 2 clubs shorter than what that yardage says on the card.
Good clean contact, a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up. Tough game, Frank. You can hit 300-yard drives and miss 3-foot putts.
Yeah, there's the ecstasy, and that's the agony.
So a tester from 4 feet. And he makes it for par. Frank, what's the key here at the 5th hole? It's par 4, 424 yards.
The first real stringent tee shot of the day. 3 bunkers. First one not really in play. The third one in the distance, unless you're someone like Bubba Watson, you should be able to aim it back and not reach it.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
Good chance now. Shot for a birdie.
So precise going in, and the measurement is 9 feet away.
Tops day. Frank, the sixth here at Banff Springs, a good little hole, isn't it?
It is very tempting, very easy to sort of just stand up there and wail away with the driver and get caught. This is a generous fairway. You can hit any club down there and you're not going to have a problem with the second shot. It's just trying to find the yardage that you're comfortable with.
It's tasty looking right there. Just a perfect spot for fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from that.
Seems to like it. The back part of the green. Inside of 10 feet, really dialed in. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Continues to play well. Birdie number 3 for the day. Well, Frank, how about this hole? 602 yards at par 5. I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. 602 yards these days for a long hitter.
What do you say? It's a drive and a 7 iron?
That's a mid-range par 5.
Well, yeah, 2 woods. The longer hitters will definitely get at home, especially in good conditions. But bunker down the left, avoid that, carry that, and then we can think about the second shot.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here with par 5, the second shot. Frank, getting set for this approach shot. Our featured golfer is a player, it's obvious, in full flight.
It is. This is where it doesn't matter what the sport is, and golf is a great example for it, though, where when you play your best, it's almost like you're just playing out of your subconscious. Everything happens, it just flows, and you don't really think about it.
This is impressive. 6 under par, 2 straight birdies. Now to hole number 8, it's another par 3 with some water, Frank, for only 150 yards.
Your sexy's on fire.
Distance control is still very important. If you can get the right distance, you could perhaps aim 10 or 15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have a 10 to 15 foot putt. So just think of that. Water on the right there, just aim a little further to the left. You can still make birdie.
Makes birdie. Continues to amaze on the green.
Putted well all day, Rich. Had a couple of good holes early on and just, I think, found the groove. Just taken it to another level.
Frank, a lot of exciting shots on this opening side, and here we go again, second to this par 5 number.
Look at the green down the other side, Rich. The pitch is a lot from left to right, so 2 choices. You can hit a normal shot, but I'm whether it's left of that flag. I would rather draw it back towards the flag coming to that uphill slope. Not too bad. It's about 23 feet away.
He didn't hit the flag stick, but he still has a chance.
Stall.
Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. How about this? This would be a 5th consecutive birdie.
No, it's not fair. It's not fair.
Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. You let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Moves to -8. So off the long par 310, we are at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4, Frank.
It looks like a straightaway par 4, Rich, but if anything, the hole actually bends to the left, and you really want to follow that natural contour of that. Just sort of draw it off those bunkers on the right, or just simply carry it over on the left. Ideally, down the left side, it avoids that pine tree that's further down. After that good tee shot, Rich, it's time to take full advantage of it.
And this is one where he can really go after the whole location and maybe think about making birdie. Early part of this second on a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie.
No snack, though.
birdie, birdie.
Has this to say
Birdie,
par.
birdie, birdie.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Here at the 12th, par 4, 442 yards. Frank, what's ahead?
This one's called Big Boat. Hole's certainly a lot longer than the 10th hole, which is Little Boat. Dog legs to the player's right. A couple of bunkers down the left side. That first bunker on the left shouldn't be too much of a problem to carry. But once again, even though the hole beams to the right, it's on the opposite side of the fairway.
That's in the fairway. Well, Frank, certainly a chance to make a 3 here, but there's also a little bit of a risk.
Like a few of the greens on this golf course, if you just miss that target, the ball has a tendency to run off in a different direction. Anything left of the flag here is liable to run towards the left, could even kick into that bunker.
On the green, looking at a birdie opportunity. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Just a couple of feet. Nothing wrong with that par 5. 13th hole, par 3, 225 yards and heavily bunkered around that green, Frank.
It is, but that green gets narrower as the hole gets longer. Nothing wrong with hitting the ball in the middle part of the green here.
That's how you play the game. Right there. Stick it in close and then knock in the birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here. Wow, I thought it was going in just off the mark by a fraction. Did the job right there. Frank, this par 4 14th hole at about 440 yards will test you all the way up to that green, won't it?
Yeah, it certainly will. It just looks like you should bash it over those bunkers down the left side, but the green pitches from left to right. So the best access is actually down the right side, getting in from the right line. So don't be fooled here.
Just an ideal lie, Frank. What can you do from here?
Well, if he takes advantage of the tee shot now and goes at this flag, then he'll certainly gain on the field.
Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. And getting ready for the putt. You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count. And that is 9 under for the day. And Frank, ahead on the green, you could have a really crazy putt if you're not careful.
This is probably the most undulating green on the golf course, so you do not want to be going in with too flat a second shot.
Frank, this second shot to the par 4 15th is what you might call a professional's shot. Explain why.
There's always an advantage if a better player can shape the shot. So you have a long second shot, but just the way this green is. Notice there's a slightly better entry from the left side. So the better player would try and hit a little fade in there. That's what might appear the safest shot coming out, but it's going to actually give you the best chance of hitting it close. General run-of-the-mill shot, sometimes you just bash it away over that right bunker, but it's not really the way in which that hole's designed.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
And that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Let's see if he can make it 3 in a row.
He can't be that good.
I thought that was him.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace. It's hard to be critical of that.
Good roll. Solid. That's par. Just 2 holes left here at Banff Springs, and Frank, another par 4. This one short, 374 yards.
It is. It's named Sarsi, which is a tribute to the Indian tribes here and the First Nations of Canada. So think about that when you clean it off there. It's not an overly difficult par 4.
Good start to the hole, Frank.
Yeah, nice drive there. Swinging well, too. This will certainly set up this hole.
This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his movement.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. They're swinging the club beautifully. Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
Well, Frank, this sets up for an exciting finish here at Banff Springs, a 578-yard par 5.
There's just about a bunker in play for every length of tee shot here. So know exactly which one you can carry and exactly which one you can't reach.
Second from an excellent lie.
Oh, if this is up, it's good.
Frank, this is a shot any player would love to have. Trying to finish off a round, par 5 18. What are we looking at?
Well, half the job's done with that tee shot, which was just tremendous, Rich. Now, you know, it really is a big opportunity. If you can just sort of flush that second shot, it's a big green. Good chance coming up ahead here for the eagle, at least a birdie.
So just a formality here. 11 under on the day. Really good round out there today. What's the mindset, Frank, to keep it going?
The first thing, really, Rich, just try and keep the same composure for tomorrow's round. Get some rest. We know that. Shouldn't really have to hit the range. Swings in good position. Just keep it easy and visualize how tomorrow's going to pan out.
This is EA Sports, PGA Tour coverage coming your way. Hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside my friend and colleague Frank Novello. We are along the Paracel Islands in the South China Sea. Frank, on a mission here today. What can you tell us about this course?
Well, one thing, Rich, we don't want to fatigue out there, so I've got my battle gear on. Interesting layout ahead. Plenty of water. The island's there to be negotiated, navigated, and you never know what just might pop up during the course of the game.
And partner, let me just, before we get started, salute you.
I salute you too, Rich. You ready?
Ready. Aim. Fire. Just a little too much juice on that birdie putt, Frank.
It was bold. Very bold.
He has this attempt for par. That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. Now to the second hole, and Frank, I'd be happy to see something with just the normal amount of obstacles, say a bunker, maybe a pond. Those would be rather benign compared to what we're seeing right here on this second hole.
Yeah, that's no love shack. That's a guard shack there on the right of the screen. Just past that bridge. So this green well protected on that right side. Of course, water adorns this island green, and tons of local fauna around the green. This is one green you do not want to miss.
Frank made this hole just a little bit harder hitting it into the rough.
I would say a lot harder.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Well, that's what the great ones do. From the rough, they use their skill and their strength to get it out and get it close. 1 under early in the round. Frank, here at the fourth, there's an awful lot going on.
There certainly is. Solar panels, radar tower is up and ready to go, so it will confirm the landing on the other side. If it's successful, this rather long par 3 around the 230-yard mark, so this is going to be all carry. Land that ball on the green. It will not run through that beach area. And of course, the trees and the palm trees all the way around. If this isn't flighted properly, it will not find the destination.
Seems like too much for just one man. This looks like a job for an entire flight crew, Frank.
Well, Rich, we should dig ourselves a trench and see what happens.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. No problems there. Really good approach shot. Now, good looking birdie. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Well done. Another birdie, and now 3 under par. Frank here at the 6th, a really fascinating hole.
It is mid sort of 200 yards, shared greens, a bit like St. Andrews. But because you're hitting it over an island, you're almost going to have to parachute this tee shot in here and get it to land softly. There's a lot of things going on behind to the left and the side. It's like a little village that you're heading into. Hopefully you don't need a passport.
This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Locked in on the read and the speed. Keeps the momentum going with that putt. Stays at 3 under. Frank, I don't know if it's legal, but a player might want to get a detailed map from high overhead, maybe from a bomber squadron flying by, just to get an idea of what they're navigating on this hole.
Well, if you can't call one in, you can always go up one of those lookout towers and maybe get a good surveillance of the hole, or even the wind direction. It's not overly long, just under 160 yards. Green sets up nicely, though, directly aiming at the player at the tee.
How about that? 4 under par. Partner, look at that. Left here at the 8th hole. You and I could shoot a little hoop. You want to play a little donkey?
Yeah, it's very observant of you, Rich. Also, the barracks just up ahead that protect the left side of this green. So there's a lot of visual intimidation on this par 3. Follow the sandy trail, and there's green at the end.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Really playing some beautiful golf. That's a 5th birdie today. Rounding out this front 9 mission here, the 9th hole. Shot over the building.
I need to be careful. The front left of the screen is guarded by a tower. Anything right, you'll be ducking for cover in the trenches.
Been a real battle out here today. Just need to keep it all together.
Well, Rich, if he can make this one, add it to that string of birdies.
Generating some momentum now. Man.
I just pushed it.
That hurts. So a tester from 4 feet. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Early part of this second 9. A good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie.
It's no snack, though. Normally you'd be happy to take 2 from there. What's one going to feel like? Great putt.
11th hole here at Paracel Storm, now a military playground. Frank, certainly the players are thankful, having traded the guns for golf clubs. Good time out there so far.
A little bit of an obstacle course, though, here at 11. You can see the weather vanes that adorn the right side of this hole. Tee shot has to be played across that seawall. So once again, all carry. Let's see if he can land softly on the other side.
Frank, this is a daunting tee shot, isn't it?
This has to be hit perfectly.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That will be a great look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Really having a good day and a good run right here. 2 straight birdies, now 8 under. Here we are now at the 13th, and Frank, this is a stout-looking hole.
Rich, it certainly is. No time to be superstitious on number 13. The trenches, they protect the back and the right of this green. Anything left of that, time to call them the Navy.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Settles in over the putt. You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count, and that is 9 under for the day. Frank, this looks like a green where if things didn't go well, you might find yourself just walking around in a bit of a haze, maybe talking to an old volleyball that washed ashore.
It's almost like a booby trap, Rich. It looks way too easy after some of the other holes we've seen. Sneaking suspicion there's something out there. It just looks like a green, just perched up there. There's very little trouble around. That's what I'm thinking. It might just be something out there. Rich, I'm starting to lose count. This is just birdie after birdie.
It's all-time stuff. I mean, this is territory we just don't visit very often. Now to the 15th, and Frank, where exactly is the green here?
Well, I think you need the Jungle Book to try and decipher this one. A little short par 3 up and over there. There is a green in amongst that jungle, and even the green has its own little mini jungle in it.
This is one of my favorite holes on this golf course. Frank, I've made a bagel order or a donut order half a dozen, but birdies, that I've never done.
I tell you, this is going to be Krispy Kreme time. 6 in a row.
Just take a look out at the battleships burning, the solar panels, bridges, the barracks. You know you're not at your dad's country.
Yes.